So now a few words about the technology. There are 216 little loudspeakers distributed in 18 places here, and each loudspeaker tries to inject part of the space that we measured somewhere in a real location. So what you've heard before with the last piece was Boston Symphony Hall, and it was during the renovation, so they actually removed all these chairs from Boston Symphony Hall, and we were able to measure it in its pristine, shape, and it was it's one of the more beautiful halls for music. So we go to a space and we measure with multiple measurements, and we derive what's called impulse response, which is like a fingerprint of the acoustical quality. We have a multi-channel microphone array and multiple loudspeakers, and we measure different locations, and then we derive a model of the space, and from this we generate the data that will be convolved with the live signal from the microphones that musicians produce, and in real time or very close to it, it has to generate the response of that measured space. So it has to be a very fast process distributed into parallel processing. In our case, we have 16 DSP engines running all the time, and Austin in the back with a little computer is trying to control all of these feeds. So the next piece actually will bring you to Norway, Oslo, and we will use two churches in Oslo. One is called Jarkirke, which is a more modern church, and the other one is Uranienborg, which is more traditional. Beautiful spaces. They have this, just like Saint Eustache in Quebec is gorgeous quality. We have measured that church. We have a whole selection of Quebec churches as well. So, so we will play this, and we will also do a moment where there will be a short phrase where we turn the system off. So you will hear what it is like if there is no ambience, because musicians rely on that feedback from the hall. And in a practice room, for example, where there is no response from the room, it feels dreadful. You don't know how to project the power from the voice or the instrument. And here you actually glide on that acoustics as your own set of wings, So, so enjoy.
The second piece we'll be doing L'Eraclito Amoroso. It's Heraclitus in Love, and it's another lamenting song, and the singer says, listen, listen, lovers, to my cause of pain, for the one who I had thought was hopeful and loved me isn't faithful. Faith is dead. So they go on to say, I only find joy in my suffering, I find relief in my tears and my sobbing, and Barbara Struzzi is the way she writes is extremely dramatic, and the text painting is incredible. And at the end of the piece, she says, "So much pain afflicts me that it slays me and buries me." And you can really feel that in the music, and especially with this instrument, it's just very expressive. So enjoy.